Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I really do appreciate you all for tuning in, and we're going to get right to it. Today, we're talking about divine feminine energy and what it actually is in layman's terms. Like, we're talking about what it is, very simple, very direct. Now, when it comes to the word power, the definition for power is the ability to do something, the ability to, right? The ability to get up and go to the restroom, the ability to cook your meals. The things that we look at like everyday activities is power. You know, we're using and wielding power through day-to-day life. Now, what if we could use and wield that power on a higher intellectual level? You know, what if we could use those same powers that we do our daily activities into a higher spiritual life? And we can and we do. Now, the first principle to understanding divine feminine power is that you must know that the same power, the same spirit, the same energy that created this earth, that create the beautiful waters, the beautiful mountains, the beautiful skies, that same permanent and stable energy that is able to give us those glorious scenes, created our beautiful bodies, right? You must know that. And it's not something you can just say, okay, I heard that, I get it, that's it. No, this is something you have to internalize, right? It has to be personable. It's not something that is told. It has to be lived. It has to be experienced. That is a trust that you must have foundationally if you're going to really, really deal with your divine feminine energy as a woman. Now, the bridge that gives us the ability to turn it on and off is through our talents and our gifts, the things that we're good at, the things that spirit can operate through, because we're a little bit more intellectually qualified, or intellectually we understand certain things on a certain topic a little bit more so than this person over here, and they understand something on another scope, you know, a little bit better than me. That gives us those personal gifts and abilities that spirit operates through to get seen into the universe through us as instruments. So the divine feminine energy is bridged through that. So many people will call this energy, they will call it kundalini energy, they'll call it serpent power, your instincts, your intuition, the force, you know, and all of these things are classifications of a real power. They're classifications of a real source of energy that we can get and master. You know, we're giving that God-given ability, that spirit-given ability that we should appreciate and understand. Now, once you start to use this force and it starts to build up and get stronger within you as you use it more and more, it gives you the insight to heal yourself from negative experiences, negative situations. Now you're turned on and the lights come on or they go off, depending on which, if you need the sun or the moon, which level of light you need, because both are lights. And sometimes you can't operate in the bright light. Sometimes you need that dark light. So it gives us that ability to heal ourselves with negative experiences and negative people. And once we get on that journey, once we get on that path, it exposes us. It takes layers off us. So now we shining bright around people, our family and our friends, and they're seeing things that they hadn't been able to see before. You know, and some of them, they'll deny it at first. Sometimes they won't. But however that goes, it stimulates that spirit level within them. And they'll go ahead and start turning on that power source. No matter how small, no matter how minute it may be, the spark came from you. And that is a powerful, powerful way to be. So now this energy is also one of the most, I think, I would say, for the lack of better words, one of the most sought after energies in this world, and that is the art of seduction. Men seduce, women seduce. It is a artwork. And when we're seducing, it doesn't have to be a man. It doesn't have to be, to get all of what we want with no considerations for others. It's not like that. However, it does deal with the feminine energy and that ability to wield what you need into your world so that you don't have to go out and fight every time with your swords and your blades. You don't have to do that every time. A lot of times we can sit in our own homes, we can sit in our own areas, and it comes to us. And the way that it does is because, like I say, you get this power, you start to use it, it starts to come on, turn on as a power source, and it builds and it builds. So at this moment of the building, it's almost like, oh, now she can just command it, Now she can just, now it's not even her seeking it at this point. It's her strictly living her life. She's just living her life, and the things that she wants and desires comes to her. And that is what that divine feminine energy does. Because the things that come to you are yours. They are yours. And you can look at this as like a vacuum energy. Like a vacuum, and it's just pulling, and it's just pulling, and it's pulling. And as you go higher and higher and higher in yourself, in the levels of yourself, because like the trend goes, you are your own competition. So once you go into those levels of hierarchy within yourself, then the things that you don't need start to just kind of fall off. And the things that you really, really want and you're working on internally, now they're coming to you gracefully. So it's a beautiful thing. It is a great thing. Now, the next thing, I guess the question would be, well, how does this happen? Is it just you sitting around meditating all day, blah, blah, blah? That's part of it, no doubt. But it happens because you're able to hold this energy within your body. We neglect the privilege of having a body, right? So once you get that and you understand that you can house this energy, now that's where self-care comes in at. Now self-care is on a whole nother level. It's not a trend, it's a lifestyle, So you bring that energy in, you house that energy, and now you can wield it. And now you can command it. And then it's not even command at this point. It's a lifestyle. It's a way of being. It's in the beginning was the word, right? That's all we are. And our word has to be true to ourselves and to others in order to manifest as true. It has to be true. So that truth gives you the confidence in high pressure situations, right? That truth gives you the ability to face your fears head on without any swaying, without any type of misstep. And you're able to do that because you are a divine feminine and you do understand your level of divinity. And you know where it comes from. So now that you know where it comes from and you can go directly to the source, who else would you need? Of course you're going to need other people. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, who else would you need? This is about you. This is about your self mastery. This is about your self fulfillment. This is about your happiness and your journey. And to make that 100% of what it is that you want it to be, then you need to understand what the divine feminine is and how she works. And she must know her talents. She must trust in the permanent. And I say permanent for a reason, because there is an energy that is permanent that will never go. It will never go away. And you are that link to that energy. And to know that and to walk in that and to operate in that, you can do anything that you set your mind to. Because at the end of the day, anything that you set your mind to is going to be what is for you. Uniquely for you. So next week, I want to talk about where this divine source of energy is in the body. Especially for women. And how to, get to a point where you recognize that energy and to kind of be able to logically visualize what I'm speaking on. We will talk about the root and the sacral chakra. And I feel like a lot of queens are, that area is on an all-time assault level. It is being assaulted at every whim and every turn. And there is a way to counterbalance that situation that's going on. And there is this very logical reason as to why it's happening. So next Sunday, I will be going into the power source, where it is housed, and how to regenerate yourself and reactivate that energy within yourself on a more logical standpoint. So again, this is Queen Heat, and I appreciate it, you guys, for being here, tuning in, and I'll see you next week, same time, same place.